Can-Aqua. My name is Anne Whitehead and today we're going to go ice fishing. Guess where we are? We're on Beaver Lake. I have a few items with me today and we're going to learn how to do it all very, very quickly. The first thing we need to do is obviously we need to fish where the fish are. And where do we find the fish? We find them underneath the ice. So we have to drill holes to get to those fish. So this is attempt number 1 at drilling a hole. So we put it on start, we put it on choke, and then we're going to yank. Ready, ready. It's very temperamental. Sometimes if you get a kick it might work. One moment please. And it worked. Now we're going to drill a hole. And one more for luck. Welcome to Ice-Olation with Anne. Okay, so having drilled the holes, we want to make sure that the ice is safe for us to walk on. So we have our little scoop to scoop out all the ice crystals. And then we can see how deep the ice is. All right, so let's see where the bottom of the ice is. Ooh, so we back down to my hand, so we've got a good 18 inches of ice still in Beaver Lake. So now we're going to get our fishing gear ready. Lovely. Because the most important thing to be doing is actually fishing. And so off we're going to go. Now the first line we're going to put in is just a little jigging rod. And to start with we have to check the depth of the water. We need to fish about 6 to 12 feet deep. We have minnows and we also have worms. And then all that we're going to do is we're going to allow this to sink right to the very bottom of the hole. Off we go and we're going to see how deep we are. You can't actually see the line, which makes it good for the fish too because they can't see it either. So then we're going to wind, okay, until the fish is just off the bottom about 6 to 8 inches. And then we're going to use our little rest to keep our fishing rod in the rest. So now we're at the depth we want to fish. So now we have to put our bait on. So I'm going to pull this up. So yeah, we're in about 8 to 10 feet of water here, which is a very good depth. Now we're going to put our minnow on. So we're going to get the minnow bucket. One hand operation of the minnow bucket. Get myself a fish. Put the fish on the hook. Here we go. And put the fish down the hole. I can set my bucket up and I can fish. I'm going to get my seat, my little hot seat, because it warms your hot bottom on a nice day, and then we can jig. Simple jigging like this. Now then, obviously I want to go and set my second fishing rod up. And so I might catch a fish over here. So what I have to do now is I need to put my bell on my rod. So when you hear the bell ringing, I have to come running over here. That's why I have my safety cleats on my feet, because I'm going to go running over when my bell rings. Now this is the other hole, and we're going to use a slightly different fishing rod. We're going to use a tip up here. So again, I'm going to scoop out the ice and whatever's in the hole. So our second fishing rod is called a tip up. And what this does is you set it at a certain depth, and when the fish come along and bite, so it's like this down the hole. When the fish come along to bite, they swim away with your fishing tackle and it goes boom, and the flag goes up. So then we know we're catching a fish. Woof. All right, there we go. So while we're waiting, obviously I'm going to go back and jig that for a minute, excuse me. We're going to put up our little ice hut because obviously this time of year it can be very, very cold and subject to temperature changes. And I don't really like to freeze when I'm outside, so I have a very simple, easy, portable ice hut that I'm going to bring with me. So that one's okay. We're just trying to attract the fish, nothing yet. Okay. And again, I have a heater that goes inside here. It's got windows. Now the other thing many of you may or may not know is you can't just walk away from your fishing rods. You have to be what they call in control of your fishing rods. So what they suggest is 6 to 8 feet away, but obviously if I get cold I can just sit in my hut and then I can come running out when I hear the bell rings or the flags fly up. So now we open our door and we have a beautiful hut that we can sit in. Now obviously on a very poor day we can actually put the holes in the hut or put the hut over the holes, in which case I can warm myself in there all day long, have a cup of tea and just sit and wait for my fish to bite. Okay, we'll just do a little bit more jigging here and wait for those fish. Fishing is very relaxing and a lot of waiting and a lot of patience. While we wait, I understand there's a few questions that people have asked me, so I've got my little notebook here. And the first question is, how do I get free tuck at Tuck Shop? Well, as most of you know, I don't like giving out free tuck at all. But there are certain ways. If you're very good to your counsellors will often say to me, and you know what? Joe Bloggs in cabin number 2 has done a really good job today with the youngsters, so we need to give him a free piece of tuck. Okay, no problem, I make a note of it in my book. The other way is, obviously a lot of campers, they throw their garbage all over the camp. If you bring me 20 pieces of garbage, not silly little pieces, but big pieces of garbage, you get free tuck. How does that sound? I really come on Beaver Lake. I had no idea there was a ski dock here. Saw the rope burning, let's just fall down the hole. What else? I guess as we head towards wherever we are here, I'll do some reflecting because I don't really know where reflections are either. The second question is, Anne, what were you like when you were 10 years old? Well, to be honest, I was very shy. I would hold on to my mother's leg and I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I've changed a little bit since then. I guess it's over 50 years of wisdom. I have been to the girls section maybe twice in my life here. I fell over a couple of times. I don't know how you girls do it in the dark. Question 3 is, which is better, English chocolate or Canadian chocolate? No doubt there, of course it's English chocolate. This is something I do with my grandkids. Number 4, what did I want to be when I grew up? Well, I had 2 things. I wanted to be an Olympic athlete, but I have left it rather late, although I do have an extra year this year to finally perform that. The other thing is I wanted to be a movie star because I wanted to be Julie Andrews. Life still goes on, we just have to keep away from people. I'm enjoying my isolation, I enjoy my ice fishing. I'm helping a few people that are in self-isolation, I do their grocery shopping for them. I can't even visit my old people, which I used to do. Can't trip over. Mrs. Clumsy, welcome to my world. The funniest memory of camp that I have, there's been plenty of them. I have to say, when Nick did his funny belly wobble. Why do we sell the foam hands in the tuck shop? Well, it's because they are the best thing in the world. Imagine being able to go round camp and go round at home. Camp Can-Aqua with his big hands. They do it at the baseball diamond. Why can't we do it here at camp? Ah! So, my final question. Why do I think summer camp is important to kids? Well, I have to say that kids really broaden their horizons by coming to camp. They get off the internet, they enjoy life, and they get to experience these fun activities with their friends, and they make new friends, and they meet staff. They have friends for life. It's absolutely magical. Enjoy life. You can still enjoy life. Don't sit and watch TV. There's stuff. You can do crafts. A lot of you people that have been arts and crafts, you can do all that stuff. Go into the garden, run around, jump. Obviously you can't go to the playground. And think of your friends, FaceTime them. They're all there for you. We're there for you too. See us on Facebook. Take care.